Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do something a little bit different and do like a little bit of a talk over from one of the sessions that I had on Tuesday where I had to try and set a new PR, set a new PB. So let's get into the session. The first exercise was to do a no feet power snatch. Now I've been doing these for ages and I feel like some days I'm like, yes, got it down, absolutely nailing it, like 55, 60, no brainer, just goes up, which is really good because 65 is my 1RM power snatch, so I've been really happy with the way that these are moving. So I kind of went into the session with like high hopes, thinking that today was the day, today's going to be a good day, going to be able to power snatch. Let's just look through it. So right now I'm just doing like a couple of reps of 55. It looks pretty comfortable, but I feel like when I was in the session, I was trying to figure out what was going wrong because I feel like I couldn't get the same pattern that I usually have. I couldn't piece together what was going wrong and what was going right. It all just felt a little bit off, which happens all the time, which is rough. So I did like a couple of sets of 55, then went up to 60 when I felt like I kind of had an idea. The problem is that all the weights were flying up, so it obviously wasn't like a strength thing. It was more of just like my mind just wasn't there today, but I kept trying to push it. So I went 60, 63, just because it is quite light. So I did 63, I think I was pretty happy with 63. It feels light in my hands, so I was kind of like, just keep going and try and get over the mental barrier. Like, this isn't a weight thing, this is just a you thing, doubting yourself. So I went 63, 66, and obviously 66 is a PB. But my reaction is just like a little bit like, I'm not excited enough. I just hit a PB, but because I'm like, that was easy, or that flew up, I shouldn't celebrate this, I should just go up. So anyways, I went 66 and I went 68, and as you can see, it didn't go to plan. I missed it, and I started to get really pissed off because I kind of was just like, I'm not only missing a power snatch, I'm missing like full snatches. So I finally managed to get it on the last one, but I really wasn't very pleased with myself. And I kind of regret going 66, 68 because I feel like I should have just been like 66 PB, yes, go you hand, but no, instead I was like 66, go 68, not happy, forget that I did a PB, try to move on. So lesson learned, like once you have a PB, I feel like it should just be like I'm happy with it, let's move on, instead of like forcing to go again just because it's easy. I think learning to put in those barriers is important. Right, next up. So for the next exercise, I had to do a power clean and push press. This again was to work up to like what would be a new PB. I think the power clean was just there to kind of like add another bit of exercise, but the focus was mainly on the push press. Now, I love a push press. Anybody who knows me knows I love a jerk as well. I think that a push press is so good for learning or for teaching you how to drive up and back. And I don't mean like fall back and drive back. I mean like whilst you're driving the bar to push it backwards and then it land exactly where it needs to be. So I absolutely love these. I think they're a great exercise. I kind of tried to maintain like full flat foot throughout the whole movement, and then just like really feel like I'm driving up with my leg, because often like people won't fail a push press because they're not strong enough. They'll just fail it because it tends to be like a push with the arms before anything else. So it's very, very similar to the jerk. Like you just want to push it off your shoulders and then guide it to where it needs to be. So I was pretty happy with this. I think I went 65, 70, 75, and then I just went 80. 80 is a match PB, so this is a match PB. And it was a little bit harder than what I was hoping it would be. I think I just didn't like properly use my leg, which is a shame because that was what I was trying to cue the whole time. But I went 82 anyways. And 82 power clean is obviously like not hard, it's good. And then the 82 push press was easier than the 80. I got a really good brace and a really good drive, and I just got my head through, and that was it. 82 kilo push press, PB, done. I was really, really happy with it actually. And then I just did like a back off set at 70 for 3 reps, just because like I feel like when you go up to a 1RM, I never feel like I've worked, like really worked. So I like to just add in like a drop set at the end just to make sure that I am properly gassed after the session, you know? I like feeling like I've worked hard and like feeling like I've got a pump. You're just getting swole. So I just did an extra 3 just for the fun, and then I was like, I'm done. Then recently my back squats have been going so well. I had to work up to a heavy set of 3. So what I did was I just decided that I would start at 100, then go 105, then go 110, in view of next week being able to do 105, 110, 115. So this is 100, and that was really easy. It just flies up, and I'm really happy with the squats, how the squats are moving, because my legs really do feel strong at the moment, because we've been obviously like this whole block since the beginning of the year has been trying to focus on my leg strength, whilst I haven't been like so focused on my lifting. But now that we're piecing it all back together, it's good to see that it's really good to see that they're both piecing back together well. So this is 105. This is, I remember this feeling like quite easy. I remember saying that like one of the things I've been trying to do is really like learn how to brace properly and like fill my stomach with air, and like you can see me pushing against my belt to make sure that I'm really getting a good brace. So I feel like when I'm pushing against my belt, I've got a really good like strong core. I'm able to keep my chest up a lot more. Now obviously because I have longer levers, it's harder for me to keep my chest up because my bum tends to shoot up. So being able to keep my chest up and like keep a good brace is meaning that my squats are like feeling a lot easier, and I'm actually, there's something wrong with me and I'm actually using my legs properly. So I hope you guys enjoy this weird dancing. I don't know why I do this. I'm trying to psych myself up a lot. 110. Even though I've done 110 for 5, it's like one of just those weights where you're like, this is heavy. But I remember this flying up. Again, you can see like where I like fully brace, and I'm throughout the whole movement, I'm like pushing against everything, and it just flies up. It's really nice to see how quickly it moves, to be honest. Starting to like squats, who would have known? So there we go, that's pretty much the end of like the weightlifting portion of the session. I've got some accessories to do. At the moment they're like quite fun accessories. I'm really liking it. Here I'm just telling you guys that that's how I'm like bracing and like pushing against my belt, how good it feels. Keeping you guys up to date so that you know exactly what's going on. But yeah, those like wiped me out. They were quite hard. So that's the end of that session. I hope you guys did enjoy this like voiceover thing. If you did, just make sure to mention it in the comments below. If there's anything that you missed out on or anything that I didn't cover in the video, just let me know. Comments below and I will reply to all of your lovely comments. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. Don't forget to subscribe, as well as give this video a big thumbs up because it really supports my channel, and I hope to see you guys here next for the next video. I will be uploading a video every single day, whether that's a short or whether that's a full video for the foreseeable future. I've said it here, you guys have to hold me accountable because I will do it, I swear. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Catch you guys in the next one.
Triple 20. What? Probably triple 120.
Like where you at. I like everything about you.